Well, what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Look at this stuff, y'all. Our tomato plants. Well, y'all can't see them real good, so I'm gonna spin this camera around. Hope everybody's having, well, it's a morning, it's Friday morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning. We got our safety glasses on. We're getting ready to go up here and do some work. As you see, we got a few cars out here we need to do. So, anyway, let me show you what I got here. So these, we planted them late. We just planted these things a few weeks ago. They were tiny. This one's got little flowers on it. That one's got some on it. It's ready. Got some on it. So three of them's got little blooms on them. I don't know how many blooms yet, but it's probably getting close. So it won't be long. We'll have us some homegrown tomatoes in my little bucket. That's what we use to fertilize and stuff. So today, as you can see, horse trailer's back too. I had to use the horse trailer yesterday, so I didn't get to paint it. We're right there at the edge of getting that thing done. Thank goodness. It's just been, man, I've been psyched on. I let Chris do a lot of the work. I was trying to let him do something so he can make some money. Oh man, I gotta take some drink here. But I was letting Chris make a little money, you know. That way he has something to spend if he sees something he wants to buy. So anyway, this morning we got a little dually truck. I say little. We got a 3500 dually truck. We're gonna put some rear brakes on, and then we're gonna do the F250. We're gonna do a rear caliper on it. If the sway bar inlets come in for the F150, we'll put them on. If not, we might mess with this little S10 a little bit, or sorry, the Sonoma, mess with it a little bit. Other than that, we're pretty much waiting on parts. So I got some stuff I gotta do this evening, and then we may be heading somewhere. So stick with us and see what we get into today. All right, if you're new to this channel, you probably haven't seen the video. Look here, got the business plug there. But on Chevrolets, on the front, I done one on an older Chevrolet, and we're doing brakes and stuff on this thing. Rotors, pads, and emergency brake, which is drum brakes. As you can see, the way the rotor's made, it's got drums going on the inside there for emergency brake. So anyway, let me show you what we're dealing with on Chevrolet stuff. This ain't a complete how-to. I'm not going to do a complete how-to, but pretty much take the wheels off. You got to take the caliper bracket off, and this whole hub assembly has to come off. And the reason why on Chevrolets, and it's got a clip that goes on, and then it's got a keyway you got to pull out. You got to pull that keyway out to get that off. So we're pretty much ready to pull this off. As you can see, it's ready. I just got to bump it a little bit to get it off. That's what the little pry bar is for. Obviously, we're changing the rotor. But anyway, you got to get that stuff off to pull this off, because these studs hold this together. I'll do a quick little demonstration when we get it apart, and I'll show you. But these studs hold this together, so you got to pull this whole assembly off. So you got to pull the axle out, the whole assembly off, and beat the lugs out that way, or a press if you got a press. Which we got one. We might see how hard they are to get out without a press, but we might end up using a press. I think we used a press last time. Really, they say you're supposed to change these. As long as you don't mess them up, you're good. But we're gonna get this hub off, and I'll get these things out, and the studs out, the studs out, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as how it goes together. All right, these are coming out a little better than the other one I did, but pretty much just make sure you hit the stud, and they just come out. Boom. So now we'll get the other two out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, how it separates. Voila, YouTube magic. Look at there. So that hub separates off of that. You just lay this upside down. I'll clean it up and do it on concrete. But these studs go in from the back side, and they are what holds everything together. So if you're ever gonna do rotors on a 30, this is a 05 3500 on the back, yeah, you gotta tear it all apart. I don't know if the fronts are like this on this. I know the fronts are like that on the older ones. I did one on like a 90 something model. You'll have to go back and check that out. It's way back. It's probably close to a year ago when we done it. But anyway, let's get this back together. I gotta take the brakes off, clean all that up, get the brakes off of it, make sure all the shelf adjusters and everything's working correctly, because if not, he's gonna need a brake hardware kit. I'm surprised they didn't buy one, to be honest. Then again, we may just have to go and may have to go buy some. If we do go buy some, I'm going to go ahead and go. This bearing just comes right off. But this seal, they say sometimes this seal will break. this seal didn't break and this one is not leaking, so I'm not going to worry about that. Well, this bearing runs, you know, the oil comes through the axle and everything, but yeah, it is what it is. So the oil obviously is in the axle, and it's got a whole housing. I guess that's how it gets the oil in there. I'm sure it is, but it's got that bearing, and then you got your race, and then the front side of this hub has a bearing and race. So anyway, that's it. We're gonna get this cleaned up, put it back together. All right, y'all, so we didn't get to go to the car meet yesterday, or the show, classic show, whatever, because well, we're in El Sarape. Today is actually Saturday. It rained on us, but what do? Take the car out to eat. Andrew brought his car. Pretty cool. He's getting to come out, chill out. Got a car to drive and enjoy now. This is his thing. We done took the wing off of it, which is much better. And then we get to do this. Look at her out here working on the tractor for me, helping me out. Pushing in this big brush pile. We got cutting out some timber here for making us our trail. So I don't know if y'all remember the video we done before. We cut this stuff out. We're just trying to make the trail bigger so we can get cars through here really easy. And then I'm gonna clear out a lot of this, and all that mess up there is gonna get cleared out, and you know, that way we're gonna be able to we're gonna be able to park stuff in here and make a roadway to go over to the house. So if we want to, we can come around. So is what it is. We're gonna finish cleaning this out. Got my helper down there working on the tractor, moving stuff around. So we got this stuff here we're gonna clean up, and probably about done for today. We got a couple pine trees up there I might cut. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's let her get back over here. We'll hook this up and pull it on out through here. Okay, y'all, so we didn't have a car show or nothing that we went to this time, but that's gonna be about it for this one. It's cloudy. We just took the trash out. It's actually drizzling rain a little bit, but hope y'all enjoyed it. Just some little stuff we done. Pretty cool to get pretty cool for Andrew to have a car to come out and hang out with us. That's pretty cool. So we do have a car show coming up, or a car meet coming up this coming Saturday. So yeah, you gotta stay with us. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. See ya.